Madam Leni Robredo muling ginigiit na mas gusto niyang talunin si Bongbong Marcos sa halalan kahit na nangunguna pa ito sa mga surveys. Ayon sa kanya, malakas ang loob niya kasi unang-una, tinalo niya ito noong 2016. At ganun din daw, hindi rin siya ang nangunguna sa mga survey. Siyempre ma'am, di ba nga daw, nandaya ka kaya ka nanalo? Sana ngayon, wala nang dayan. Kahit ka sa Camarines Sur, di ba? 11 na mayors doon. Ang sinusuporta nilang kandidato si Bongbong Marcos, anak ng bakang elepante. Anong nangyari? Di ba, kababayan mong mga yan? Tungayan ng buong detalye. At kapag hindi pa nakapag-subscribe, subscribe na upang tuloy-tuloy ang ating talakayan.
Verifile said na based on its 2021 monitoring of election-related inaccurate stories, kayo daw ang #1 top victim. And the most and the one who benefited the most is Bongbong Marcos. And yet when you talk to Bongbong Marcos supporters, some would say na ay ibuboto ko si Bongbong because kawawa yung Marcos family, lagi silang inaatake sa media. What do you make of this? Yung efforts ba, for example, of filing cases to disqualify Bongbong or cancel his certificate of candidacy sa COMELEC, can we say na at some point nagba-backfire ba yun and parang nagiging kawawa yung Marcos family to galvanize support for them? Are you seeing that happening?
Ako, it can be either way kasi. It can be either way, Mike. Pero sa akin kasi, ako, I will be very honest with you na hindi ko siya, I am not allowing the cases to affect the way we are doing the campaign. Sa akin as a candidate, mas mabuting talunin ko siya sa election. Mas mabuting talunin ko siya sa election despite his numbers now. Pero ako malakas yung loob ko, Mike, kasi unang-una, tinalo ko na siya in 2016. And in 2016, I also started with very low numbers. Mas mabuti-buti na nga ngayon. Mas mabuti-buti na ngayon kasi in 2016 I was number 6 of 6 candidates. I had to talagang literally igapang yung sarili ko paakyat and I was able to do it. So ang sinasabi ko lang na ngayon nga na mas marami yung mga volunteers na very invested, lalong yung possibility na kakayanin nandyan. Yung disqualification cases are stuff na outside of what we're fighting for. Meaning to say, kung meron siyang meron siyang kailangan panagutan niya yon. Pero labas yon sa laban namin ito. Kasi I want to be very focused on really correcting all the misinformation that they have been propagating and successfully pushing forward.
How do you intend to do that though? Historical revisionism, for example, how do you intend to counter that? And if I may just ask you, how about the myth of the Italiano gold?
Ako talaga yung number one sana, Mike, na sana yung mga kandidato isubmit yung sarili nila to debates. Isubmit yung sarili nila to events or forums na may opportunity yung tao na i-confront sila about the many accusations against them. Kasi pag hindi mo ito i-confront, halimbawa yung Italiano gold, I think his lawyer was already confronted about that, and rather than say na it is true or it is not true, ang sasabihin hindi ko alam. Kung iiwas ka dahil mataas na yung numbers ko, hindi ko na kailangan sagutin yan, o hindi ko na kailangan mag-appear dito, lugi yung taong bayan. Lugi yung taong bayan kasi hindi siya nagkakaroon ng opportunity to confront.
Merong reports that 11 mayors supposedly from Camarines Sur have reportedly thrown their support behind Bongbong Marcos Jr. sa sarili mong bailiwick. Are you confident you will have the backing of your hometown and the Bicol region in 2022?
Yes. Noong 2016 when I was running for VP, halos walang malaking politiko dito sa Bicol region na nag-throw ng support for me. And I was expecting that. Pero there were 5 of us Bicolanos out of 6 candidates. Pero I still got almost 70% of the Bicolano vote. Ngayong laban na to, ako lang yung Bicolano. And pati yung suporta ng mga Bicolano now is unlike 2016. Nung 2016, mas mas mahiyain pa yung mga tao to go out. Pero now, yung galaw talaga, Mike, nanggagaling sa ordinaryong mamamayan. And they have been doing so much.
How about endorsements? Because you have received the endorsement of the cabinet secretaries of former President Fidel V. Ramos. You have celebrities supporting you also. How significant are these endorsements? And talk about endorsements, the fact that the left, the talks with the left and progressive groups have not actually prospered.
I am really grateful for the trust and support na ipinapahayag natin from sa atin, from local officials, public servants, different sectors. Actually, yung from local officials, Mike, a pleasant surprise yun sa akin. I know for a fact kung ano yung political environment sa atin now. And ako maiintindihan ko kung marami yung hindi willing to go out publicly to support us. Pero ako nagulat ako na there are actually big local politicians, very respected ones, who have been very public of their support for us. So I'm very, very grateful. Yun namang sa left, parati ko namang sinasabi na we are willing to work with those who share our values. Hindi man formal siguro ang alliance natin sa kasalukuyan. We are always willing to work with them on an issue-to-issue basis based on our shared values.
And one issue, Madam Vice President, that you received a lot of flack, yung issue ng position nyo in NTF-ELCAC. Have you clarified that with progressive groups or people from the left who were, voicing their dismay and criticizing you over actually that was a press statement, right?
Actually, many times over already. When I had a meeting with AFP, pareho naman yung pananaw namin na hindi ma-resolve yung issue of insurgency and terrorism pag hindi mo sinagot yung root cause of the problem. Agree ako sa whole of government approach. Agree ako on working with the local government units. It doesn't mean na agree ako dun sa red tagging. It doesn't mean na agree ako na ginagamit itong harassment tool. Of course, I do not expect everyone to share my view. Mm-hmm. Pero gusto ko lang i-clarify na I agree with the mandate. I agree with the objective. What I do not agree with is the manner by which they are operationalizing some of the things that they have been doing. And during my meeting with the AFP, I have been very vocal about the things I was not comfortable with.
Of course, in the elections, there's only one winner. But in case you lose, what's next for Vice President Leni Robredo?
Ako, Mike, alam mo, I was a development worker and an alternative lawyer for many, many years. I have just been a politician for close to 9 years. So para sa akin, it will not be difficult for me to go back to the life I was leading before my husband died and before I entered politics. That is working very, very closely with the margins. I will still continue with all my advocacy. Siguro nadagdagan lang ngayon, Mike. Before kasi yung advocacy ko is really empowering through legal education. Pero siguro ngayon, I will also be very heavily involved with education. That is education and governance. That is actually the main focus of the Jesse M. Robredo Foundation.
Lastly, Vice President, what's at stake at May 2022 polls? I mean, how important is it that we elect the right leader for the next 6 years in the Philippines, given where we are now?
Kasi Mike, the 2022 elections is not just a fight between 2 or more candidates, but it's actually a decision that we have to make. Ano bang klaseng politika yung gusto nating manaig sa atin? Ano bang klase ng governance yung gusto nating manaig sa atin? Kasi what I'm offering is so, for example lang to, what I'm offering is so different from what Mr. Marcos is offering. Yung the kind of politics, ako para sa akin mas transformative. Ayoko ng patronage politics. Sa akin yung gusto kong politika na yung politika hindi siya masama. So para sa akin, there is so much at stake. Pero what is at stake is not just my winning or my losing these elections, but what is the direction that we would want our government to take in the next 6 years.
Yan si Madam Leni Robredo. At sa usaping debate, talaga lang mama, ikaw ang unang-unang may gustong yan. Sana nga lang madam, hindi ka mapaya dyan. Ngunit parang nagbago ang isip mo sa NTFL Cup. Diba, sabi mo noon, pag ikaw ang mananalo, ipapabuwag mo ang NTFL Cup. Anak ng bakang elepante. Anong nangyari? Bawi-bawi?
Buti pa pandesal, may laman. Yung utak na ibang tao, lutang.
Oh, Mayor, anong ginagawa mo dyan? Ikaw talaga, ang lakas mo. Well, mga kasangga, alam na this. Baka naman, pwede na mag-like, mag-share, at mag-comment. Diyos siya ginaapo. Hanggang sa muli!